These audiobooks also have perfect round tripping with the iPod. So you start to listen to the book on your Mac, you stop, you sync it with your iPod, you take your iPod, you start to listen to it again, it picks up right where you left off on your Mac on your iPod. You listen to it for a while on your iPod, you go back and sync your iPod, you go back to your Mac, you start to listen to it, it picks up right where you left off on your iPod. And you can go back and forth, round trip all day long, and it remembers where you left off on the last device. Nothing else in the world does this. It's really great. We think audiobooks are going to be a fantastic addition to the store, and I would strongly encourage you to check them out. That's 5,000 audiobooks. Next is a feature, probably the most requested feature we've had on the store, gift certificates. People want to send music as a gift. It's a wonderful gift, and they want to do it quickly and easily. So we've got the best gift certificate scheme on the planet for iTunes. iTunes gift certificates, here's how it works. You just hit a button. I'm going to send one to Phil. You hit a button on the home page of the store, and boom, right in the store, you get a little form to fill out. I'm going to send it to Phil. I fill in his email address. I fill in a personal message, and I get to select an amount from $10 to $200 in increments of $10 to send to Phil. I'm going to send $50, and boom. And I push continue there. It confirms my purchase. Right? Phil had a great party last night. The food was great. Here's a little gift to help him out with the next one. It says that it sent it. Now, how does Phil get this? How does he redeem it? Phil gets an email. Phil gets an email. That's what it looks like, and it's got a Redeem Now button on the bottom of it. You hit the Redeem Now button, it pulls up iTunes, and it puts a new field right there next to his account with his credit in it of $50. He can use this to buy songs, albums, audiobooks, anything on the store. And that's how easy it is, the iTunes gift certificate. We think this is going to be a very, very popular feature. Now, the next feature builds upon the infrastructure we built for gift certificates. It's called allowance. What is allowance? There are so many parents we've heard from that want to wean their kids off of illegally downloading music off the net. But they don't want to give them their credit card. So, what are they to do? Well, we've solved this. And here's what we've done. Allowance. What you'd like to do is give them an allowance. So we're going to let you do that. Again, you hit a button on the home page, you get the form, you fill in who you want to give it to, again, from $10 to $200 in increments of $10. So we're going to have a $30 a month allowance. Let's say I have a daughter named Mary. I can type a little message in there. Now, I have to create an account for her. I can do it from right here without entering a credit card, just a name and a password. I've created an account for my daughter Mary. She doesn't have a credit card. And this is going to transfer $30 a month into Mary's account on the first of every month. And you buy, and that's it. It's all set up. And she gets an email telling her what's going on. And in her iTunes, on the first of every month, she's going to get $30. No credit card. So, that is allowance. And last, celebrity playlists. We've gone to some of the best artists and said, look, we want, what do you recommend that people listen to? Not your own music, but music you love, music that you were inspired by, music that taught you things. What is your playlist that you want to share with the world? And we've gotten some great ones. Here's one from Sting. And, here's the songs that help form him and that he really loves. Here's one from Dave Brubeck. Dave Brubeck's playlist. And you can go on and buy the whole playlist, or you can buy any song just by the regular way, buy song. Here's Herbie Hancock's playlist. Here's Michael Stipe's playlist. And there's lots more. This is a wonderful, wonderful thing, and we'll be adding a lot more of these over time. And we think you will really enjoy celebrity playlists. So, these are just some of the new features of the second generation of iTunes. We haven't got time to go through all of them today, but they build on this incredible foundation that we built with iTunes starting on April 28th, and they add all these wonderful new features. And this is the new homepage, refined, even better, of the iTunes second generation. But there is one more feature. And this feature, a lot of people thought we would never add until this happened. So, I'm here to report to you today that this has happened. Today we are announcing that the second generation iTunes doesn't just run on the Mac, but it runs on Windows too. Exactly the same thing on Mac and on Windows. This is not some baby version of iTunes or the music store. It's the whole thing. iTunes for Windows is probably the best Windows app ever written. When we set our mind to something, we go all out. And you will see that when you experience it. It runs on Windows XP and Windows 2000, and it is fantastic. But before we even get to the music store, I want to focus on just one thing first. iTunes for Windows is the best jukebox ever on Windows, even if you never use the music store. It's unbelievable. It is a fantastic jukebox. iTunes has always been heralded as the best jukebox out there, and now it's available to Windows owners, Windows users. So let's compare it with the two most popular jukeboxes on Windows, Microsoft's and Music Match. Well, first of all, people want to encode in MP3, not some proprietary encoding. Well, Microsoft's jukebox doesn't even let you do that. Music Match's does, but they cripple it, because they slow it way down so it can't encode it anywhere near the drive speed. Well, why do they do that? Because they want to sell you a $20 upgrade. That's why.